Okay, now this video might come as a shock for some of you guys watching this if you're a viewer of my channel, and if you're new and you're watching this, then obviously you clicked on the video knowing what's gonna happen. You guys can see by the title about Tourette's, right? Now, if you've known me or you just started watching me or you're just new, welcome. But I have Tourette's. First, I just want to tell you guys why I'm even making this video to begin with, and it's for the simple fact of I know there's probably a couple of you guys, probably younger, maybe a little bit older or the same age as me, that have probably suffered through Tourette's. Some mild, some severe. That can take a toll on you mentally, because for me personally, I found out when I was younger. When I was younger, I was picked on, and as I got older, people would kind of just give me dirty looks, but I knew why they were giving me dirty looks. So I know some of you guys may be feeling insecure about it, rightfully so, right? I mean, depending on how bad it is for you, some people can hide it, some people can't. I want to make this video to not only show you guys that you're not alone, that I can be someone that you can relate to. It's all gonna be all good, it's okay. And just maybe give you more info on someone that maybe doesn't know that much about Tourette's. Maybe you're searching this up because you may have a loved one that has it and you're just trying to understand it. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm a doctor because I'm not, so let's just get right into it. So it all started back in like 5th grade, and it came out of nowhere for me. I started blinking a lot. A lot of people would notice that I was blinking a lot. I didn't even notice I was blinking a lot. A lot of people tell me like, why are you blinking like that? Stop blinking like that. Why are you blinking like that? And I'm just like, what do you mean? What am I blinking like? And they would do what I would be doing, and it's like just really harsh blinks. It would just be really harsh blinks, and I'm not gonna do it right now because I feel like if I do it, then my brain's gonna be all weird, and then I'm gonna have to do it for the rest of this video. It's already kind of doing that now. I don't know why my brain works like that. But I kept having to do that, and I noticed my breathing kind of change, I guess. It was the way I did certain things were changing. Like I had to make certain noises. I had to do certain things to get this like itch off me, you can call it. I would try to hide those things, right? I'm in 5th grade. I have presentations. I have friends, and 5th grade, obviously people don't really we're all young, so it's kind of just like, oh, what is that? A lot of people always gave me a dirty look about it, or just like, what the fuck is he doing? I didn't even know what I was doing till I went on a vacation with my mom and her friend kept pointing it out, and my mom was like, okay, maybe this is something we have to check out. I wasn't telling my mom that this stuff was happening, but she was noticing things like my eyes were rolling. Like I had to keep rolling my eyes. I was actually getting yelled at by her, not by my aunt, but my aunt would get frustrated because they think I'm rolling their eyes at them, thinking I'm being just some stupid kid and being disrespectful and blah blah blah. They would get mad at me. My mom would yell at me, tell me to stop rolling my eyes, and I'm like, I don't even know what's happening. Am I even I don't even know I'm rolling my eyes. I don't mean to. After that trip, we went to a specialist. It's all kind of blurry for me. I just remember the specialist being in New York, like I had to take a day off of school, and he pretty much told me why I was feeling this way, why I was doing this. It was more than just blinking. It was making different types of noises, twitching in the muscle, things like that. But it wasn't severe to the point where I was saying things out loud. I wasn't doing anything like that. So the specialist told me that I had Tourette's. Specialist told me, he went into detail on how the Tourette's worked and all that. I don't really remember. I was in 5th grade. He was offering medication to me, which I didn't take. He told me that if I took the medication, yes, my Tourette's would calm down mentally, right? I practically wouldn't have them, I guess. The way he sounded like was like, when I take that medicine, my Tourette's will kind of go away, but when the medicine wears off, my Tourette's will come back very, very strong. And I was like, I'm already dealing with a strong enough type of thing. I don't want to go off it just for a little bit and then just gonna come right back. It's not actually helping me, I guess. So I didn't take the medication, and he described it as sometimes Tourette's can be like hills, right? Up and down hills. And I notice that now as I get older. Tourette's usually start for me when I get really anxious. I get, sometimes really nervous, but it's when my anxiety starts to build up a lot. Like for instance, if I had a presentation, if I was doing stuff in front of a lot of people, if I was doing something new that I was uncomfortable with, my tics would start going off like crazy. It's not the most ideal social situation because I'm not good with meeting new people. Like for instance, when I've met people that know my girlfriend, let's say her friends or her family, my tics want to go crazy because there's a lot of anxiety there. There's just a bunch of stuff going on. So, okay, I'm kind of getting sidetracked. Anyways, the doctor said it goes up and down like hills, and I didn't notice it until I was older, like I said, because when I was younger, I was just ticking like crazy. like stupid amount. And as I got into high school, I noticed my tics would fluctuate every so months. Maybe for like a month or two, my tics would be going like crazy. I'm blinking a lot, I'm making noises a lot, I'm freaking out. And it's not even because I was having anxiety, it was just sometimes I get it and I don't have anxiety. Like I'm just home and then I just start making my noises and I'm just like, oh, okay, what the fuck? Like I'm just literally laying down. I have nothing to worry about. And then there's times where I don't have tics unless like I'm in a really anxiety induced situation, then they might come out, but even so my tics wouldn't be as strong. Like I can hide them. And the doctor told me, which I feel stupid for believing, but I was young and I didn't want this, and I don't want this, because I'm gonna be honest, it sucks to deal with. And for the people that have it way worse than me, I'm sure it's not fun for them either. It's definitely not. The doctor told me that when I'm 18, that it would go away. Kind of just poof. He said I had a very mild case of it, so it should kind of just vanish when I'm 18. And I was like, how does that even, like, how did the tics know when I turn 18, really? Like, is it on my 18th birthday they're just gonna send me a farewell card? Like, that's not how it's gonna work, right? And I kind of hoped that was working, but it was not working. I'm currently 19, I still deal with them. They're definitely not as strong. They can be really strong sometimes, or I have to do these noises like really badly. It's the urge. If I don't do the noises, I feel like I can't breathe. So throughout school, it was a little bit harder to deal with. Not a lot of people knew I had it. My best friends didn't know I had it. The people that only really knew were my mom, my dad, my aunt, you know, my uncles, but like that was a really immediate family. No one really knew I had this. It's not something I go tell everyone, because I try to hide it as much as I can, to the point like until I can't hide it anymore. There's times where I'm just like, oh, I have to do it. For a really long time, I was embarrassed of it, because it is embarrassing, if I'm honest. If you have a loved one and they're going through this, you say, no, it's just not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal to you, because you're not getting the looks, you're not getting the comments. I can feel people watching me, and then when I look, they're giving me dirty looks, and they kind of look me up and down. They look at me like I'm some fucking crazy person. I'm not fucking crazy, at least. No, I might be. Just a little bit. Everyone's fucking crazy. For a long time, I always tried to hide it. I didn't want to deal with it. You know, when you first bring up that you have this, a lot of people ask. For me personally, I had the same question, and I don't mind the question. It's just the way you ask the question, if that makes sense. People hear Tourette's, they hear, oh, so you scream out the curse words, right? You say this, 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 and this. And I can't blame them, because I can't expect everyone to know what Tourette's are and how mild they can be, how severe they can be. They just hear severe and then so on and so forth. When people first find out about it, when I've told people, they're in complete like, whoa, I didn't expect that. Because like I said, people expect, when you hear Tourette's, they expect the curse words, blah, blah, blah. So when they hear that, they're like, whoa, Anthony has that? And then they're just like, yeah. And then they're like, oh, what does he do? What does he do? And it's kind of just like blink, I make high-pitched noises, I sound like a fucking guinea pig, and I fucking twitch my arm a lot. It makes it look like I'm flexing all the time. I think it's always good to have that one person that actually understands. With my girlfriend, when I told her about it and all that, she just acted like, oh, okay. Like, obviously she had questions just like anyone else was, but she wasn't rude about it, she wasn't disrespectful, she would never be like that. When she hears me makes the noises or all that, she understands. It's never like, oh, shut up. It's never like that. If you're like that to someone that has Tourette's, get the fuck out of here, because you don't understand what's happening to them. Don't be embarrassed of them, because I feel like, personally, like, I feel like I've embarrassed my girlfriend, because we're out and I just start blinking, or I try to hold my noises, and I just feel like, oh, here's this girl with this guy that's doing all this weird shit. I sometimes feel like I'm embarrassing her. There's also a thing of, well, how can you deal with them, I guess? For me personally, I haven't really found a way to deal with them. For me, like I said, it happens when I get a lot of anxiety, and when the anxiety kicks in, I have to calm myself down, and I don't know how to really calm myself down in anxiety. The best I can do is just close my eyes and take a few breaths, and that's it. And sometimes that helps, sometimes that doesn't. Oh, I can never tell you how to deal with them, how to get rid of them, I guess, because you really can't. I've read that it can fade away, there is a possible chance it can go away, that just happens with time, or you have them for the rest of your life, pretty much. I don't know if mine will ever fade away. Do I hope so? Yes, because it is really annoying. But I don't think it will for as long as I have anxiety. I think anxiety is something that's gonna stay with me for my whole life. To the younger people dealing with this, especially in school, I know it's hard. It really put me, well, it wasn't the reason I went in my little dark place. It was definitely contributed, but it wasn't my main reason to go in this dark place I had. It's a whole different story. It's literally just, you have to get through it. Just make sure you have, whether it's 1 friend, 2 friends, 3, 4, 5, whether you have a small circle or a big circle, you know, make sure you have some good friends with you. If you're dealing with this, it's a pain in the ass. You know it's a pain in the ass. And if you have it a lot worse than me, listen, you're one strong person. Because I have problems with my things, and I'm sure if you have a severe case, you're dealing with a lot more. I only wish the best for you. I don't look at you crazy. You're not crazy. It's not something you can control, you know? For me, I was like, I'm fucking crazy. Like, I'm fucking doing this shit. Like, you're not crazy. Something you can't control. You're still a human being. You still have feelings. To anyone that's watching that probably has a loved one with Tourette's, be patient with them. Don't be embarrassed of them. You know, don't get mad at them because they have to tic, you know? It's something they have to do, you know? Just be there as much as you can, because they may not vocalize it, but it does annoy them and they can be embarrassed of it and they can be insecure about it. Just be there for them. Be a good friend, be a good family member, be a good boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, you know? It's weird telling how I deal with this, telling about my little story with Tourette's and all, because, and like I said, this is something I've always tried to hide, and now that I'm putting it on this platform, you know, it's open for anyone. Anyone can say anything. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you found it a little informative. I hope, you know, I could be someone that you can relate to in a sense, and I'll catch you guys back on Friday. This video might be a little downer, but I do other types of videos, so go check those out. If you want to like, hit the like button. If you want to sub, go for it. Trust me, I am not complaining. If you want to subscribe, go for it. And if you're someone that has Tourette's and you're watching, or just anyone, just comment, you know? I'll be responding, whether or not 2 people watch this or whatever. You know, I'll respond to the comments and talk to you guys. So I'll be back on Friday. I'll catch you guys in a bit. Peace out, everyone.